Hello and welcome to Select 10. Today we are going to highlight the top 10 best new Netflix original series released in the last few weeks. If you are looking to watch new and best content on Netflix, then these 10 picks of Netflix shows will help you in choosing the quality shows that you would enjoy. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Master of the House. It is a mystery thriller drama created by Kulkal Group. First of all, not everyone will like this show. It's only for those who enjoy murder mysteries and dramas involving revenge. The narrative centers on Kaimuk, a recently recruited servant at a luxurious home belonging to diamond industry mogul Rungraj. The tale begins with the demise of Rungraj, who wed Kaimuk before an unforeseen tragedy. After becoming a widow, Kaimuk deals with Rungraj's family, who pursue her in an attempt to inherit Rungraj's wealth and diamond company. The show starts out as a wealthy people's whodunit, but as it progresses, it becomes a dark vengeance story where every member of the family has hidden motives and secrets which enhances the main mystery even more. The show presents a single epic revenge story at its core, and it's a really good one at first. But before the retribution is fully exacted, there are a lot of dreadful and catastrophic scenes, which decreases the mystery impact. The show often feels like a Succession, but with an element of murder thrown in to make the plot engaging and a little unique. But the central mystery of Rungraj's murder keeps you intrigued and interested the entire time. Number 9. Joko Anwar's Nightmares and Daydreams. It is a horror fantasy anthology series directed by Joko Anwar. Every episode tells a standalone story that combines psychological horror with otherworldly aspects. The series investigates the worries and phobias of its characters by frequently referencing popular myths and Indonesian mythology, revolving around themes of guilt, retaliation, and supernatural forces, each of which offers a distinctive perspective on the more sinister parts of the human mind. If you enjoyed Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet series, then this show will not disappoint. It is a spine-tingling and engrossing anthology that highlights the director's trademark technique of fusing psychic depth with conventional horror. Every tale skillfully makes use of Indonesian tradition to produce a distinctive take on cultural horror. Even though certain episodes are better than others, horror fans will find it to be an engaging watch, owing to the high caliber of the writing, directing, and atmosphere. Although it occasionally uses well-known horror cliches, the show excels at generating tension and anxiety and presents a novel interpretation of the anthology structure, with each episode having a profound effect. Number 4. The Victim's Game. It is a crime thriller series directed by David Chuang and Chen Quan Chung. For those who enjoy crime and forensic crime dramas, this is an absolute treat. The show centers on forensic investigator Fang Yi Zhen, who learns that his daughter may be connected to a string of unexplained killings. Motivated by his profound belief in righteousness and affection for his daughter, Fang sets out on a mission to discover the truth about her. Together with investigative reporter Su Hai-yin, he faces both personal and professional obstacles as they delve deeply into the murky underworld of crime. The show exhibits a striking visual style and pays close attention to detail when portraying crime scenes and forensic procedures, which keeps you interested the entire time. The plot is interesting but tricky, and if you don't pay close attention, it can occasionally be difficult to understand. Overall, it is a gripping crime thriller that effectively mixes forensic science with human drama, while it also carefully handles delicate topics, making it a must-watch for genre enthusiasts. Number 7. That 90s Show. It is a teen sitcom that serves as the sequel to That 70s Show. The second season's first half was released on June 27, 2024, and its second half will be available on October 24, 2024. It's a nostalgic sequel to the popular That 70s Show, presenting a new generation of teenagers and bringing over the iconic basement along with certain original characters. The narrative takes place in the 1990s and revolves around Leah Foreman, the child of Eric and Donna, who arrives to spend summertime with her grandparents, Rhett and Kitty. The show does a great job of capturing the spirit of the 1990s, replete with humor that fits the era and cultural allusions. Even though it makes heavy use of nostalgia, it also succeeds in crafting new, relevant plots for an unfamiliar audience. Season 2 builds on the sentimentality and fun of the first season, delving further into the daily affairs of Leah Foreman and her friends, examining their journeys and mishaps throughout another exciting summer in Point Place. Additionally, new characters are added, injecting new vitality into the series, while recurring special guests from the original show excite longtime viewers. Overall, Season 2 does a good job of preserving the essence of Season 1, while adding just enough fresh content to keep viewers interested. Number 6. Vikings, Valhalla. For those who haven't watched any season of this show yet, it's a historical drama that takes place at the beginning of the 11th century and chronicles the adventures of famous Norse warriors, Leif Erikson, Freydis Eiriksdottir, and Harald Hardrada. For those who have seen the first 2 seasons, Season 3 takes place 7 years after Season 2, showing our protagonists in stronger roles and partnerships. In Jomsburg, Freydis takes the lead while overcoming fresh obstacles and having a dynamic romance with Stigr. Meanwhile, Leif and Harald face challenges in Constantinople and struggle with their fates in an ever-shifting world. While Season 3 grows in both scope and stakes, it never gives up the focus of personal development. Every action sequence advances character development, particularly by impacting crucial choices and outlining the paths of the heroes. The 3rd season contains plenty of political conspiracy, fierce action, and profound emotions, yet some plots might appear overdone or less effective than prior seasons. However, Season 3 skillfully wraps off the storylines and achieves a fluid balance between resolution and possibilities for the future, providing plenty of space for more digging should the plot expand. Number 5. Miss Night and Day. It is a comedy drama series directed by Lee Hyung-min and Choi Sun-min. The story revolves around Lee Mi-jin, a woman who is having a hard time finding a good job. However, one day, because of an incident, she matures into her 50 years of age, allowing her to continue living as a 50-year-old during the day and return to her 20s at night. Unaffected by this ridiculous tragedy, she seizes the chance to apply for jobs and manages to secure a position at the prosecution service, where she finds herself sandwiched between 2 generations of people and a strict supervisor, Jai Jae-young, who works with Lee Mi-jin on a case. The cast was incredibly funny, and the story was hilarious, keeping you entertained right away. But the series isn't just about jokes and body-swapping amusements, it also addresses some serious issues, such as workplace ageism, which adds substance to the plot. Miss Night and Day isn't particularly outstanding, but it does have heart, humor, a hint of mystery, and enough visual appeal to take you on an exciting journey through the K-drama world. Number 4. Supercell. It is a superhero mystery series created by rapper and filmmaker Rapman. The series centers on the daily struggles of 5 South London residents who have been blessed with incredible powers that quickly flip their lives upside down. The narrative revolves around delivery guy, Michael, who learns he can teleport, stop time, and go through the past. The story starts when he travels to the future and meets an earlier version of himself who informs him that his girlfriend Dion will die unless he can get the squad together and take down the menacing hooded individuals pursuing them. Supercell makes the mistake of aggressively referencing well-known superhero elements. Its characters' abilities seem to have been taken straight out of a typical powers list. The show also succumbs to cliches by portraying characters like an ex-con, a heroin dealer, and a member of a criminal organization as representations of black South Londoners. As people become little tired of superhero stories, Supercell takes an old-fashioned concept and delivers it in a formulaic way that nevertheless manages to keep viewers entertained. Number 3. Delicious in Dungeon. It is a fantasy adventure series based on manga by Ryoko Kui. The narrative centers on Knight Laios, who guides a small group of adventurers through a treacherous, apparently never-ending dungeon brimming with deadly dangers and creatures. However, when a strong dragon takes Fallon, Laios' sister, she sends him and the others back to the beginning to avoid their irreversible fates. Even though Laios lacks resources, he remains determined to save Fallon before she gets eaten. Along the journey, Laios is joined by locksmith Chilchuck Timms and elf magician Marcel Donato as they jointly negotiate the dungeon and face its danger. The show starts off as a lighthearted anime, but quickly develops into an exciting drama with a ton of amusing bits and a food concept that is incredibly outstanding. I was taken aback by the show's darker overall plot, which emerges throughout the season, and the pacing and development are a little off, but they're nonetheless interesting and leave the audience craving more. If you're looking for a lighthearted, humorous, and fantasy adventure, this is a perfect choice. Number 2. Sweet Home Season 3. In Season 3, Cha Hyun-soo and his remaining companions battle with their own horrific changes and investigate the source of the infection, dark experiments, and government secrets as they flee for shelter. Throughout the season's narrative, they put their relationships to the test and make sacrifices in an effort to survive and possibly find a cure. If you're someone who hasn't seen this show before, this post-apocalyptic horror series centers on Cha Hyun-soo, a student who, following a family tragedy, settles into a ruined apartment building. Soon after, a strange occurrence starts transforming individuals into hideous monsters, and Hyun-soo and the other neighbors must work together in order to survive. While the main plot of Season 3 dives further into the roots of the virus, offering fascinating twists and adding to the show's mythology, it still keeps the high-stakes action and sentimental weight that made the previous seasons so enjoyable. For lovers of the series, it's an overall enjoyable continuation that offers both heartfelt storytelling and exciting moments. Even though some storyline aspect might seem familiar, the show's compelling mix of suspense, horror, and action drama keeps viewers interested while delivering a satisfying ending to the post-apocalyptic tale. Number 1. Cobra Kai Season 6. There will be 15 episodes in Season 6, which will debut in 3 parts on July 18, November 15, and an undisclosed date in 2025. Season 6 Part 1 opens after the events of the All-Valley Karate Tournament, where conflict between Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do, and Eagle Fang keep on increasing. In the midst of this, dojos are competing to establish their dominance, while new alliances are established and old disagreements are revived. In the meantime, Johnny and Daniel face their own past misdeeds and strive for atonement while trying to help their students navigate the difficulties of karate. As this is going on, Terry Silver's popularity is increasing and poses a danger to the established order in the karate community. However, with the stakes rising, senseis and their students will have to deal with fierce competition, unanticipated friendships, and the final clash that will decide the fate of their dojos. Season 6 is another exhilarating addition, full of powerful martial arts action and nostalgic references to the original Karate Kid movie. While Johnny and Daniel's ongoing rivalry is still at the center of the story, new characters and plot changes are introduced throughout the season to keep the story interesting. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.